All right, everyone, I want to show you what Lessons More has to offer. In this video, I'm going to take you through the website and I'm going to show you examples of each type of material or service that is offered. So Lessons More creates middle school English curriculum. We have to purchase a la carte activities, which are $2 per single activity, and some of the items may be bundled together for between a $5 and $10 cost. We have a 98-page English workbook, which consists of worksheets, writing prompts, and charts to fill in for $12. It does come with an answer key for the worksheets that require answers. You do need to have Adobe because it is a PDF format. We have 7 to 10 question self-grading Google form assessments. They are $2 each. I have 25 of those. Or you could get all 25 plus the workbook for $50. For teachers, we have pre-made distance learning videos that are in the form of lecture notes with a PowerPoint and guided notes that go alongside each video that you can give your students during distance learning for $100. And we have access, or you will have access to an asynchronous tutoring page for students. So if you would like your child to have a supplementary curriculum or extra help with middle school English, we offer this asynchronous tutoring page, which is $75. For free content, we have a blog, a podcast, and a YouTube channel with silly little videos. I'm going to take you through the website to show you what it looks like and give you an example of what the distance learning video page, the asynchronous page, and the workbook and the assessments look like. So first, let's take a look at the website. When you come to the website, it will look like this. You can choose between going to the blog and the podcast, which is our free content, lesson plans, or the asynchronous tutoring. So if you click on lesson plans, you will see the self-grading forums, $2 per, and I'll show you an example of these. You can get the workbook for $12. You can get the workbook bundle, which is the 25 self-grading assessments and the workbook. Here's where our a la carte materials will be, and here's where the access to the distance learning videos and guided notes would be. So let me show you what the workbook will look like. So the workbook, I said, is all PDFs. It comes with different charts that students can fill out for reading. There's a chart for silent reading summary, project review and peer review, taking a stance for creating thesis statements, how to write a persuasive essay, organizing a persuasive essay, reading and imagery, draw what you hear, word charts, writing organization, annotation organization, characterization, figurative language, main idea, cause and effect, chronological order, compare and contrast, media, some notes that are in the form of a flowchart. And then we have our worksheets, and these will come with a separate answer key as well. So you have daily prompts to start it off with some creative writing, and then you have lots of worksheets on types of sentences like compound, complex, compound, complex, independent versus dependent clause, simple versus compound, verbs, types of verbs, adjectives, adverbs, context clues, prepositions, analogies, identifying subject and predicate, subject-predicate agreement, common versus proper, quotation marks, where does the question mark go, inside or outside the quotation marks, apostrophe rules part 2, is the noun concrete or abstract, pronoun antecedent, pronoun agreement, subject, object, prepositional phrase, and verb, so parts of a sentence, diagramming, show, don't tell, Commonly misused words like it's and its, there, I versus me, whether, effect, affect, whose and whose, your and your. Comma usage, part 1 and 2, titles, characterization chart again, connotation, figurative language crossword puzzle, 1 and 2, affixes crossword puzzle, answer key, affixes word chart, poetry crossword with answer key there, annotation with questions, grammar practices for short little warm-ups or exit tickets, and word gradient worksheet. So that is the workbook, and it comes with an answer key that is $12. The Google Forms, I have 25 of them, and you can either pay $2 per, or you can get all 25 plus the workbook for $50. Here, let's take a look at one. When you get to these, it will prompt you to make a copy. And I have instructions on how to do that, and how to assign, and how to view data, all on the website. When you make a copy, you can tweak it. So the student takes the assessment, and it will score for them. It will show them their score, and then you will have access to their scores as well. And again, I have directions on how to implement all that on the website. Okay, so the other part of lesson plans is the distance learning videos. So that looks like this. So you would create a login, username, and password that you would give to your students. They would then come to this page, and then they would have access to all of these videos. And you would tell them, hey, I want you to watch video 3 and do the guided notes. Their instructions are here to how to work the site. And then you can come here to watch this to learn how to register and further detail about it. So there are 26 topics here. So it's just me reading basic PowerPoint lectures, and then they would download the Google Notes, make a copy, use split screen so that they could watch the video while using the notes. Instructions on how to do that for the students are already up here for you and for them. So you wouldn't have to create the PowerPoint and give the notes during your Zoom meeting or your Microsoft Team meeting. You could use your meeting time going over the answers and doing extra practice and leveling the practice to your students, rather than using the Zoom or Google Teams, Microsoft Teams meeting to give notes. They would come here and it's all done for you. So there's nouns with guided notes, pronouns, verbs. So it's all the parts of speech. Some of the videos are silly, and you could skip over some: subject, predicate, subject verb agreement, direct indirect object, compound, complex, compound, complex, basic comma rules of positives, quotation marks, elements of fiction, characterization, point of view, figurative language, poetry terms, mood and tone with some connotation, main idea, basic text structures, apostrophes, writing thesis statements, plagiarism, and all that. And I mean, this video here, this section here will take over an hour. I mean, easily. This video right here itself is 40 minutes. And then the plagiarism citation video is 20. And then they still have other examples they can look at here, and they just do the guided notes with it. So every time they download, they split screen, and now they have notes and to go with their videos, and they have this for you to go over. That is for teachers who wish to have the distance learning videos already made for them and be able to have their students access the notes during this distance learning period. The asynchronous tutoring is for parents who want their children to have additional supplementary materials to go alongside distance learning, or extra help in the concepts and skills taught in middle school English curriculum. So You can do these at your own pace. You can watch the videos as many times as you want. You can go in any order, though it is designed to go in order of how the curriculum is set up. So the videos are the same as the videos from the distance learning because it's notes. It's a lecture, just like I would give in class using the PowerPoint where I read it out loud, except you will have, once you've taken notes with the video, the tutoring section asks the students to complete a worksheet. If you have Microsoft, you can download it. If you don't, you can use the Google version. Students use the notes to complete the worksheet practice, and then they can check their answers and get explanations on the answer key video. Sometimes there's a part 2 if there's a lot to cover in a topic. And then sometimes there's extra practice videos they can watch and follow along with. When you get to the end of each section, it will tell you have completed the assignment. You can move on to the next one. So you watch the video, complete the practice worksheet, check your answers, extra practice, and then almost every single one of these, except for maybe 2 or 3, have a self-grading forum here. These are actually different from the ones that the teachers can purchase. They're the same topics, but they're different. So they're not exactly the same. So the student would then use the practice and then they would see their score to see how they have mastered the topic and what they got right, what they got wrong, and then they can go back and watch the videos again to see why and build asynchronously. Okay, so same topics, just a little bit more work, a lot more videos because you have the answer key videos as well, and some of them have extra practices. If you have any questions about anything we offer, please feel free to message me at sprocopus@lessonsmore.com. Currently, under our a la carte section, we are just now adding to it because our priority with COVID was to make sure that we got the asynchronous and distance learning material out first. But we do have the self-grading forms, the workbook, distance learning videos, and our tutoring videos and worksheets available for anyone. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you find something that you can use and that you enjoy and that you get a lot out of. Thank you.